Over the years, we had plenty of WWE women wrestlers, and all of them were talented and beautiful in their own right. And I wanted to name some honorable mention, but there's too much to mention, so instead I'm just skipping that, and here's the 10 most beautiful female wrestlers of all time. Number 10. Stacey Kibler. She began her wrestling career in WCW, where she was a Nitro girl and was known for dancing on the tables. But when it went out of business, she went to WWF, where she found success there. She was part of the Invasion storyline, that Invasion storyline where WCW invaded WWF, and was the manager of the Dudley Boys, Test, and Scott Steiner. Also, it was involved in many love storyline like one with Tess and Scott Steiner, which was very weird. She was famous in the WWE because of her beautiful legs. She was also known as the legs of WWE, and in WCW, the legs of WCW. She's also an actress who featured in many TV shows such as How I Met Your Mother. She left WWE in 2006, recently appeared on WWE Hall of Fame last year. Number 9. Tori Wilson also began her wrestling career in WCW, but then was part in the Invasion storyline shortly after WWE bought WCW. The feud that made her famous was the one with Dawn Mary in 2003, and the one with Sable too, that was taking place on SmackDown. But apart from pro wrestling, she has been on the cover of several magazines. On April 6, 2019, Tori Wilson was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. She recently competed on WWE Evolution, the first ever women's pay-per-view, and was also part of the Royal Rumble in 2018. Number 8. Sunny. Okay, let me make myself perfectly clear. I am not talking about Sad Sunny, but the Sunny during the World Wrestling Federation who helped WWE during the Monday Night Wars. She was a manager, and she is considered as the first WWE diva. In 1996, America Online named Sunny the most downloaded celebrity on the internet. She also performed in ECW, WCW, and in Ring of Honor. Sunny was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2011. Number 7. Trish Stratus, a 7-time women's champion, the first woman in history to have won so many championships before, Charlotte came. Trish became popular when she had that storyline with Vince McMahon and was involved in so many storylines similar to that, like the one with Chris Jericho and Christian, which involved, Trish was involved in this storyline, which is actually one of my favorites. Trish Stratus is the first woman with Lita to have main evented a show, which was Monday Night Raw. She was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2013 and recently competed in WWE first ever women's pay-per-view Evolution and also the Royal Rumble in 2018. And last year, SummerSlam, she faced Charlotte, where she unfortunately lost, but still, she's one of the greatest female wrestlers of all time. Number 6. Maurice, the star of Mr. and Mrs. with real-life husband The Miz. After spending years modeling, she found her way to the WWE in August 2006 when she participated in the Divas Search competition, where she won. She was drafted to SmackDown in 2008. In December 2008, she won her first Divas Championship and held it for 7 months. In April 2009, she was drafted to Raw then and became a 2-time Divas Champion. Unfortunately, she got released in 2011 and returned in April 2016, the night after Mania, and helped The Miz to win the Intercontinental Championship and became his manager for 3 years. The last time she competed in the WWE was against Brie Bella and at WrestleMania 33 when she tagged with The Miz to face Cena and Nikki Bella. 5. Paige, who is unfortunately still not medically cleared to compete after she announced on Raw that she is forced to retire due to a neck injury. She debuted on the main roster in 2014. Her debut match was against AJ Lee, and she defeated her and won the Divas Championship, and at the same time she was also the NXT Women's Champion. She's a 2-time Divas Champion and a former NXT Women's Champion. Right now, she has a Twitch channel where she plays video game, but due to WWE third-party deal, she has changed her name, her Twitch channel, to Saraya, her real name. But she can also be considered as one of the greatest of all time. Number 4. AJ Lee. AJ Lee, who is married to CM Punk, retired from wrestling in 2015 and is now focused on writing where her book Crazy Is My Superpower was a New York Times bestseller. She signed with WWE in 2009. She became popular thanks to her mentally unstable character with a lot of relationship storylines such as the one with Daniel Bryan that started the No movement, and also the famous John Cena storyline. Being the general manager of Raw for 3 months, she's a 3-time Divas champion and held the title with an overall record of 406 days. She also won the Salami Award for Divas of the Year in 2012 and 2014. Number 3. Sable. She first debuted in the WWE to be Hunter Hearst Helmsley, Triple H's manager, which over the years led to her own success, but then she left and filed a $110 million lawsuit against the company. She then returned in 2003 on the SmackDown brand and had a fantastic storyline with Tori Wilson and also another storyline with Vince McMahon, which was also pretty cool. She became the second WWF champion. She is currently married to Brock Lesnar and they have 3 kids together. In 2004, she left WWE to spend more time with his family and is one of the reasons why WWE defeated WCW in the Monday Night Wars. Number 2. Sasha Banks. Before finding her way to the WWE, she was in Chaotic Wrestling. She signed with the WWE in 2012. One of the greatest matches was against Bayley at NXT TakeOver Respect on 7 October 2015 at Brooklyn. Her match was the first woman match in history to ever main event an NXT TakeOver and the first Iron Woman match in history. In 2016, Charlotte and Sasha were the first woman in history to ever main event a pay-per-view, which was Hell in a Cell. Bayley and Sasha is the first ever woman to win the Women's Tag Team Championship and is a 2-time Women's Tag Team Champion. Sasha Banks is a 5-time Women's Champion and have never won the SmackDown Women's Champion, but that is going to happen soon at maybe Hell in a Cell, who knows. And we can't deny the fact that Sasha Banks is one of the greatest women wrestlers to ever competed in the WWE. And the last one, Alexa Bliss, a 5-time Women's Champion, 3-time Raw Women's Champion, 2-time SmackDown Women's Champion, and also a 2-time Women's Tag Team Champion with Nikki Cross. She is the first woman to win the Elimination Chamber match. Recently debuted her podcast on Cool with Alexa, which is really nice to listen or to watch. She debuted on SmackDown thanks to the Superstar Shakeup in 2016 and since then was involved in a lot of interesting feuds such as the one with Becky Lynch, Bayley, Sasha Banks and Nia Jax. Something that is sure she's definitely going to be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in the future when she retires, and is one of the greatest women in history. So this is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, remember to subscribe, to leave a like, and don't forget to follow me on all social media, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. All links available in the description down below. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought of the video. Thank you very much for watching.